Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be previewing all of the Big Finish releases being released in October 2025. So, either before or after, as I mentioned in a episode, that I've already done it. I've already recorded the one for September. If you've seen or heard that, I'm not quite sure, and I'll be doing it for November and December 2025 as well. I'm not going to even start by going into 2026 yet. That'll be a future episode. But the reason why I'm previewing them and not actually going to be recapping them is because of how long these episodes are and the stories are, which there was a perfect example, actually, the first release I'm going to talk about in a minute. So without further ado, here is my preview of the Big Finish releases being released in October 2025. So we start off, I should mention that this is the order that they are on the Big Finish website, doesn't mean that's the order they're going to be released in. The first one is the Third Doctor Adventures, Operation Vengeance, which stars Tim Treloar as the Third Doctor, Sadie Miller as Sarah Jane Smith, and John Coleshaw as the Brigadier. This story is at least 3 hours long, hence that's why the example. So it's one story, but it's in a box set form. Then we have the Seventh Doctor Adventures Wicked, which stars Sylvester McCoy as the Seventh Doctor and Sophie Aldred as Ace. If you're a Seventh Doctor and Ace fan, you'll be liking Big Finish at the moment. With obviously in my September preview, I talked about the Lost Stories Axelon, and in the Seventh Doctor Adventures Wicked, we've got 3 stories. So we've got Backwards and in Heels, written by Alison Winter. We've got The Price of Snow, written by Catherine Armitage, and we've got The Indigenous Gentleman, written by Alan Ronald. So yes, that is the Seventh Doctor Adventures Wicked. Then we have The War Master, His Greatest Trick, and the War Master is played, as always, by Sir Derek Jacobi. And we've got 4 stories in The War Master, His Greatest Trick, which are The Grievance Bureau, written by Lizzie Hopley, Last Girl Standing by Catherine Armitage, The Worst of All Evils by Ian Winterton, and The Blue Shift Ritual by Adam Christopher. And then we have the continuation of the Ninth Doctor Adventures Season 4, with the Ninth Doctor Adventures Season 4, Episode 2, titled The Last Days of the Powell Estate, which stars Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor, Billie Piper as Rose Tyler, as well as Camille Coduri as Jackie Tyler. We then have the beginning of Sherlock Holmes Untold, which is being released in an interesting fashion because it's weekly episodes starting, I think it's Wednesdays from the 1st of October. I don't think... Oh, yeah, we have got a few... a few other things. So we've then got the continuation of the New Adventures of Bernie Summerfield Volume 9 with the Dalek Eternity 2, which has 2 stories in it. So we have The Winner's Tale, written by Alex Hewitt, and Oversoul, written by Melissa F. Olsen. And finally, as of time of recording, which is the 25th of August 2025, we've got Doctor Who Halloween, Sea Smoke and Other Stories. So we have got... so there's 4 stories in this set. So we've got Sea Smoke by Jonathan Sims, which stars Stephen Noonan as the First Doctor and Lauren Cornelius as Dodo. We then have Party Favours, written by Georgia Cook, which features Gemma Redgrave as Kate Stewart and Ingrid Oliver as Osgood. We then have Bramwell King by Noga Flation, which stars Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor and Jay Griffiths. Is it Jay? I can't ever remember. Yeah, Jay Griffiths as Lady Audacity Montague. And finally, we have Merlin's Trap, written by Hannah Kennedy, which stars John Coleshaw as the 12th Doctor. And that is it for all the releases being released by Big Finish in October 2025. But without further ado, let me know which of those releases you're most looking forward to. and what you thought of all of them generally. You can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well, anything else you want to cover channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment, and subscribe. Just remember, there are now 2 episodes of the podcast released every single day, with the first episode released at 11 a.m. GMT and the second episode released at 3 p.m. GMT. And just a reminder now, the podcast can now be enjoyed in multiple formats, with the first episode released at 11 a.m. GMT and the second episode released at 3 p.m. GMT. I can't remember if I've just said that. But no, yes, I have. So you've heard that twice anyway. Multiple formats, that was it. So obviously it remains on YouTube like it always has done and will do. But if you want an audio-only version, you can go to the podcast's X page, which is Xing with the Everything Podcast. Click on posts, find one of the posts that says Spreaker on it. Click on the link and you should be able to find the audio for that particular episode that way. And without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.